Hey Click Millionaires, it's Scott Fox from ClickMillionaires.com. Here today we're going to talk about AntiBadGuy.com. This is the website of Click Millionaires member Jesse. And Jesse is a new member who's recently acquired this website and is looking to turn it into a money-making lifestyle business just for him. As you can see here at AntiBadGuy.com, they're busy selling self-defense products. These are products that can help individuals, I guess, stave off those bad guys, hence the name AntiBadGuy.com. So we're going to look over the site for a minute here as one of my expert website reviews. If you're picking up this video later, you can join ClickMillionaires.com and get one of these personalized expert videos for free, or you can head over to expertwebsitereviews.com and order one. So Jesse, congratulations on the new site. I think there is room for some improvement here, so I'm glad to see that you're inviting us to comment here. Now, there have been a lot of good comments already from our fellow members in the Click Millionaires forum, so let me build on what folks have said there already and see what we can do to take this up a notch for you and sell more AntiBadGuy.com equipment. So I think I've got sort of three categories for you, Jesse, of feedback here. I've looked over the site a bit, and I think the three categories of areas for improvement are the layout, second, a trust level that you need to establish with your visitors, and third, a bunch of the questions you asked about promotions and marketing and even search engine optimization. So let's start at the top. AntiBadGuy.com. You're obviously using a template here. I scroll down and I see at the bottom here, it's just off the screen down here, but it says Store Box by Templatic, and I guess that is a template provider. That's where I'd start in terms of layout, Jesse. I'm not sure this is useful, well, it's useful, it's okay, but I think you could do a lot better for your template. Here's why. You can see what I've got here displayed on the screen is a standard size window, and yet you have got all this space up here from the top all the way to here before you even start showing any products. That's a lot of wasted space. You've got a counter up here for your cart and the checkout. That's fine, but you have this search box and this great big banner, and especially this gray bar up here doing nothing for you. Then you've got another menu bar here. Basically, this is a lot of very valuable real estate. The first thing somebody opens up this page, their eyes are naturally going to kind of go right here in the center of the page, and then they're going to maybe look at the logo over here, but you've got this kind of nothing here. And I'd love to see all this stuff moved up. What I'd especially like to see is this stuff. Look at all these products you have. This instantly telegraphs to me as a new visitor, oh, this is a store. Right away, bang, oh, it's a store. Okay, I know what I'm supposed to do. I may or may not be interested in the products, but I see this product layout and I know, hey, I'm supposed to buy something. And if that's why I'm here, you're already over the big hurdle of the person being in the right place, doing the right stuff. Okay, because your number one goal, and you said your email to me, was you want to get people to buy stuff. So you need to use this above the fold real estate better. So I think I would look for a different template, or at least look at the layout options you have on this template. Why? Well, you've got this big rotating flash thing, and I think this is moving too fast. Like, I don't have time even to read one of these before it flips around. And there's so many words and big pictures. You've just got a lot of competing imagery on the site here, and I don't know where to look. I think if you want to use a big flash slideshow like this, that's fine, but slow it down and make it something that you're selling. It's not clear to me on this page. What do you want me to do? And that's my number one advice to you, Jesse, is look at the site and say, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to like you on Facebook? Okay, that's a thing. Do you want them to buy this taser that's kind of squeezed in the corner over here? Okay, that's a thing. Oh, but then there's something here about throwing stars. Is that what you want them to do? Or is it this stuff which keeps moving around faster than I can read it? Oh, and then there's a video over here and there's a bunch of products down here. Like, there's so much going on. You need to drive the visitor toward a conversion. And conversion is usually, of course, a purchase. Or it could be a like on Facebook. Or the one I see missing entirely is, how about collecting email addresses? You'd like to build a list. If anybody's gone to the trouble of finding your site, you want to start a relationship with them and get them on your mailing list so that you can reach them repeatedly. So I think this needs to be reorganized, and you need to think about your homepage sort of in a hierarchy. What's the number one most important thing? Well, whatever that is, that should be up here front and center, very clear, simple language, with really, even with action words. Click here to buy this, or join our email list by clicking here, or here. If this is it, if it's a cell phone stun gun, then let's do that. But pick something, and that number one has got to dominate this section. And then number two should be slightly smaller. below that, and number 3, and work your way down the page, okay? But this is kind of like a whole bunch of stuff thrown up there, and I'm not sure where my eye is supposed to go. It's complicated by the colors. For example, the colors in this taser, whether the same as your logo, which is the same as your checkout, I don't even see the taser. It looks to me like a decorative element when actually it's a product. And if I click on it, you're going to suddenly go over here, oh, I'm supposed to buy this. And that's fine too. But I think your product pages, like this, are a little more representative of what you want your home page to look like. Your front, if this taser is your #1 product, then let's take some of this page here that really, I arrive on this page, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to buy a taser. Got it. All this liking and stuff, are they going to share all this? I think that's a distraction. If you really want to sell things, you want them to do one thing and one thing only. Buy it. If you want to keep the social media stuff here, I guess that's okay, but put it down below the add to shopping cart, not above. Now back to your home page. So I would reorganize in terms of hierarchy. The second thing about the layout that I would suggest is moving more of these products up. Like, I don't think the like thing is as important as what I just suggested. Or again, the email collector. Where's your email collector? That is the big one. Now down here, this template, unfortunately, it doesn't divide between the products very well. It just uses white space. There's no box around each product, so they all kind of run together to me. I looked up some other examples for you. This is a site called BigCommerce, and they sell stores. And you can look at, this is a bigcommerce.com/livestores.php. That's the URL for this page. Lots of different stores to look at all at once, and you can see different layouts here. So I would recommend something more like, I don't know, let's see this one. Here's, okay, this is a Fender store, but very clear what's going on. Not much distraction. Here, this guy, they're selling t-shirts, okay? One big offer here, and then immediately into the individual variations. That's the sort of approach I'd recommend for you too, Jesse. One big offer at the top, and then some variations. Here's another one. What do these guys do? It's a zoo. No, it's a camera store, okay? One big attractive thing, and then some variations immediately to get people into the categories. That's the standard layout for stores these days, and for understandable reasons. That's why I would recommend this to you. Here's another one. Shop with confidence. Here's their offer, and then boom, some categories. Boom, boom, boom. But not wasting all the space up top like you were doing, okay? That's my suggestion for you. You need to look a little more like these standard stores, because these stores are tested for use. People are using these templates for a reason, and this template kind of blends all these together, unfortunately, and I think you could do a little bit better. Now let's move on to trust. The next thing I wanted to talk about was your credibility. You've got some good products here. I think, like, if I came to this store, I'd say, okay, they've got real products. I was in the market for a large stun flashlight. I would consider buying it here. But what's missing, and I think some of the commenters brought this up in the forum as well, it's missing anything about you. There's no real about us section. There's no reason to know why you're an expert at this, why these are good products, anything personal. And it would be really good. Even down here at the bottom, there's no additional links in your footer. I think you need a page somewhere in here. Is there one buried in the, no, miscellaneous? No, that's, you don't need that. But you know, you've got all this other stuff. Somewhere here, Jesse, you need something that says, hi, I'm Jesse. I started this site because of XYZ. Here's a picture of me and my, you know, my taser, or here's me and my team, or here's the office building I work in. I'm based in this city, and I do this because I love it. And just a little personalization that make people feel like, oh, this is a guy, you know, okay, I like him. I see, you know, just in case they want to look. Because your credibility is established mostly by your inventory, which you have, but you're not backing it up at all. And you've got a pretty simple logo here. I think you could dress this up. It's okay, but how about something a little even more in your face? How about a mascot, like an anti-bad guy? Either a picture of a bad guy or a superhero, or maybe a superhero with a taser or something. I would head over to my favorite designers, head to cheaplogoinfo.com. That's my affiliate link, cheaplogoinfo.com. And those guys will whip you up a custom cartoon-style mascot, I think for $49. It's a huge deal. And that would put some personality here immediately. If you had a little guy standing here or a gal with a taser saying, hey, we've got the best tasers, that would bring the whole site. It would be like, oh, this is cute, I get it. And I would guess that a lot of your clientele is actually going to be women. So the cuter you make this, might be an advantage to you. I know guys tend to be like macho and like, yeah, I'm going to get a Stun Master 300,000 volt stun gun. Wow. Women aren't as into the 300,000 volts. They want to be safe. So I think your taste, your trust issue, you need to figure out who you're appealing to. Are you selling to other guys who are like collecting this stuff because they're going to be tough, like they're security guards or want to be military or paramilitary on the weekends, that sort of guy? Or is this, hey ladies, when you're in a parking lot at night, here's how to stay safe? Those are two very different paths, and I think the site needs to reflect visually a little more one way or the other. And I hope that is helpful to you. Of course, we can talk more about it in the Click Millionaires forum. Last, before we run out of time, I want to talk about marketing and search engine optimization. You asked what kind of promotions to run, how to get people to like you on Facebook, how to attract more Facebook fans, that sort of thing. Well, you're doing some of that. You've got this Facebook thing up here right front and center. With only 30 people liking you, I'm not sure that's what I would lead with, but you could kind of run into that a couple times. You've got here to enter our weekly drawings for a stun gun, like us on Facebook. I think that's a lot of your answer Jesse, is to do some promotions that specifically drive towards either Facebook signups or email signups or some sort of conversion goals that you have. So yes, I think a free drawing is nice, or how about something that people get every time? Like a drawing is nice, but you're probably only going to give 1 in 1,000 at best, right? Of those away. I'd look at like an ebook here, top 10 ways to use tasers to keep yourself safe, or something like that. Or a series of photographs, how to use a taser. That might be useful. Something like that. Or even just links to YouTube videos that show interesting facts about your products. They don't necessarily even have to be your videos. You could just offer links. Say, here's a bunch of information on how to keep yourself safe. And creating that sort of thing that you can give away in exchange for likes and ads and follows on Google Plus, or follows to your Twitter account, or email signups. Again, my favorite, email signups. I think all that would be time well spent for you in order to drive people the way that you want to drive them. Lastly, in terms of search engine optimization, Anti-Bad Guy is a fun name. It doesn't have any of your keywords in it. And I also noticed that you're not really using keywords in these titles. For example, the StunMaster link is antibadguy.com/?P=5668. This store template you're using is obviously set up to use numbers instead of letters and words. But if you could make that, instead of saying P=5668, and it said StunMaster Stun Gun in the file name, that would help your search engine optimization. You've got good alt tags here, as we can see. Permanent link to StunMaster, that's been done well. And on the individual product pages themselves, let's see what we've got over there. Okay, you've got some nice text here, but again, the link is P=5662 instead of some text. There's some good text here, but I would lead with your keywords in all these pages. Stun baton should be the first phrase, the first word here, and you might want to relook at that on all your pages, getting the keywords up front as soon as possible, closest to the top. And in each of these cases, instead of leading with the brand name, StunMaster or Personal Alarm, lead with the keywords that are relevant to that product. That will help. And then, of course, having other sites link to you is the best thing to do for search engine optimization, and that's probably beyond the scope that we have today, but you want to get other sites to link back to you, and you know what? Let's talk about that over in the forum at clickmillionaires.com, since you're a member. So I hope that's helpful to you, Jesse. That's a whole bunch of stuff that might help you rearrange and upgrade antibadguy.com to make a little more money for you. Congratulations on the new site. Looks like you've got a nice selection of products to sell. Now it's time to get the marketing going, and I think that increasing the trust level, the layout, and then some of the promotions we just talked about could really get this humming for you. So thanks for submitting your site for a website tune-up community clinic review here at clickmillionaires.com. Hey, if the rest of you are Click Millionaires members this week, be sure to stop by. There's a lot going on as usual. I wanted to welcome our new members. We've got Jody from South Dakota, Paul from Memphis, Igor all the way from the Ukraine, Kurt from New Jersey, and a bunch of other new members. There's another website tune-up community clinic coming next week, and in fact, I'm looking for candidates who'd like to do specifically a search engine optimization review. We'll do a community review of your site for free, specifically about SEO. So if you have a site that could use some search engine optimization and you're a clickmillionaires.com member, come on in and send me an email, and we'll hook you up and do one of these for you just on SEO, as well as contributions from all your fellow members. There's also a free transcript for you of one of my recent podcasts. It's a podcasting success story. If you've considered podcasting to promote your business, I've got a great story for you, and you can not only listen to the podcast, but as a ClickMillionaires.com member, you'll get access to the transcript before the general public as well, and that's free in the forum for you this week as well. Next week, we're going to have a private video office hour session. I'll be taking your questions live via webcam just like this, but we'll have the chat room going, and I'll be talking to you, taking your questions about online marketing and e-commerce as usual. And that's members only for video office hours next Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And I hope to see you there. And we've got our featured member awards. It's the end of the month. So if you've seen somebody being helpful in the forum, please let me know, and I'd be happy to send them a free month of membership here at ClickMillionaires.com. So if you're looking for help with your internet business, well, ClickMillionaires.com is the place. I'm Scott Fox from ClickMillionaires.com. Jesse, thanks for submitting AntiBadGuy.com for review. If you're watching this and you need some self-defense items, AntiBadGuy.com is the place to go. And if you're looking for internet marketing help or how to design your lifestyle business to escape the rat race, well, ClickMillionaires.com is the place. Thanks for joining me. See you again real soon online.